what's good? It's your boy Anthony from the You Know Ball podcast. Today, we're going to be looking at the Ringer NBA ranked top 100 players updated on June 4th. If I'm being honest, I just came back from a sports bar watching everyone get lit over Halliburton whooping on my Thunder. So I do need this, bro. I just need to get some steam off. I saw this list yesterday, pissed me off. Let's actually take a deep dive and look into what really sucks about this list. What's terrible about this list. Maybe I'll see Halliburton and talk a little shit too, but we'll find out right now. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that, but most importantly, join the Discord. The link's going to be down in below. For the month of June, we're doing June sports trivia. If you get the most points by the end of June, you will be rewarded with a $25 Amazon gift card, and this is something we plan on doing every month, so make sure you guys hop in there. All right. The reason I thought this list was bullshit, first and foremost, I hate a list that doesn't have a good explanation on what the ranking is or what they use to rank the players. Like, the biggest impact on the league right now is just a buzzword throughout the regular season and into the off season, so the playoffs too are included. And you'll see why that's awful in a second. They'll update this list based on recent results and new developments. Like, this just doesn't... Look, I'm working on a video right now for the best teams of all time, right? Playoff dominance. And I scored it. Regular season. Star power. Like, those are things that I'm ranking off of. I need something more than just the biggest impact on the league right now. But if this is what we're going to go off of, we're going to criticize it based on what the biggest impact on the league is. So, at number one, Jokic. I'm not mad at this, okay? Let's start off there. Shea, I'm not mad at, and Giannis. Obviously, this should be the top three. Without question, this should be the top three. These are the three best players in basketball right now. For Luka. Now, I don't know how you could have Luka here after the playoffs that he had, but like, I don't really know who I'd put over him. Maybe Ant, but these three just seems weird. And I know I'm glazing over a couple of these, but we're going to get ugly right here. Halliburton at 7th is criminal. Tyrese Halliburton is not the 7th best player in basketball. Point blank, period. I'm going to say this for everyone in the back, everyone in the front, and I know he just had another game winner in the finals, and maybe I'm going to sound like a salty Thunder fan, but I've been saying this all playoffs, all season. Trae Young is a 10 times better player than Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese doesn't do nothing better than Trae Young other than defend. So let's get that out there, right? I get it. The Pacers are a stacked team, right? And that's the state of basketball. If you want to knock Shea for the same reasons, because his team's stacked, that's why he looks so good, go right ahead. But one averaged 33 and one averaged 18. And I know that's not the end-all, be-all for this conversation. But, man, Trae Young would be doing the same thing. Maybe not the clutch gene, even though Trae Young is pretty damn clutch. So, Donovan Mitchell at 8. I'm not mad at Donovan Mitchell under Tyrese. I am mad at Brunson over Tyrese, though, bro. Jalen Brunson will drag you every night. Tyrese Halliburton will have the big game here and there, but for the most part, bro, I'm about to say. Okay, I came home from a sports bar. That's all I'm going to say. But Tyrese Halliburton is a glorified role player. So let's stop putting him in these superstar conversations, okay? He's a great passer, a great point guard, but he is not I'm going to drag you like most of the top 10 players are in the NBA, all right? So let's get that out the way now. There's a lot of guys on the Pacers team who step up Nesmith, Nembhard, Siakam. Like, they're going to give you those big moments in the games, and Tyrese is a part of that. I'm not saying he should be off this top 100 or nothing like that, but, bro, at number 7 is just embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. Jason Tatum, so look, right? Jason Tatum, to me, is a top 4 player in the league. And if you want to say injuries or whatever, and we're going to talk about that a little later on, there's a player that's very, very low on this list that you saw in the thumbnail. Like Tatum and Wemby, this is so high for Wemby too, in my opinion. And I'm not even a LeBron fan. If you want to put LeBron under him or over him, sure, whatever. But Wemby at 11 is criminal. Tatum at 10 feels very criminal too. I think he should be in that top 4. Anthony Davis, like, if injuries matter, right, and that's why Tatum's 10, why did Wembanyama climb if all of these are after he got injured, right? But Tatum drops to 4 based on impact. That just does not make sense to me. And that's what I'm saying. If we're talking about what impacted the game this season, Jason Tatum had a way bigger impact in the NBA than Victor Wembanyama. And I get push your narratives, whatever, but this list is just so bad. 14 Kevin Durant, 15 Kawhi. I actually do like this range for Kawhi. I think Kawhi wrapped up his season in this elite tier, and deserves it, for sure. Cade could be higher, man. I think I'm taking Cade over all these guys. Even Wemby, I'm not gonna lie. Tatum is where we pushing it, but Cade I think should be closer to borderline top 10 than borderline top 20. He just impacts the game everywhere. Mobley is a guy that I'm starting to feel is a little overrated. Hot take. He was my defensive player of the year pick. I wanted him over Draymond to get it. But Evan Mobley to me is a guy that's just kind of, he's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, you'll take 16 and 12 every night, you know? But I'm not like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm hating right now, if I'm just in a bad mood or what. But Evan Mobley to me at 17, like, defensively, sure. But offensively, he's not a mover for me. Cat, I'll take Mobley over Cat, but I wouldn't take Mobley over Devin Booker. Honestly, I'm going to slander Jalen Williams because after tonight, bro, you stay the fuck down here, bro. You should go to 25, bro. Update this list right now today. Move him to 30, bro. Jaylen Brown over Paolo is very questionable to me. Jaylen Brown just, I mean, if we're talking about impact right now today, Jaylen Brown did not do enough in the playoffs to get them over, while Paolo Banchero tried to do everything. So Siakam should be higher. You know, if Tyrese is going to be at 7, Siakam should be a lot higher, in my opinion. But whatever. Jimmy Butler, this feels high for the way his season ended. This man averaged like 12 in the second round. So I'm not loving this ranking for Jimmy. Jaren is a guy that I like, and I think Jaren provides both. Like, right now today, Evan Mobley I would take to rebuild my team. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a better basketball player. Jaren Jackson Jr. defensively is as good as Evan Mobley and gives you a lot more offensively. There was the first half of the season, this guy was so efficient and would just get to his spots and hit shots, like, and there was just nothing you could do about it. He's 7 foot and could dribble. It's like KD. So seeing him at 25 under a lot of these guys honestly feels weird to me. De'Aaron Fox, this feels high. Chet, man, no comment. Darius Garland is a guy that I like this rating, and I like Jamal Murray under him. And I think Harden over Jamal Murray. Because what did Jamal Murray really do in the playoffs, you know? Got dragged by Jokic, didn't step up. Harden played bad in the playoffs, sure. Like, how does he go up from one spot? But Harden, man, I think just had such a good end to his regular season. I got to give him some more flowers. Sabonis is a guy that I think could be higher. I feel like Sabonis is a product of who he's playing with, and sadly the Kings have blessed him with the best fucking 9th seed roster we'll ever see with DeRozan and Levine, the 9th seed GOATs. So, sure. Bam. Trae Young, man. Trae Young. How is Trae Young the third? How is Trae Young under James Harden, Jamal Murray? How is Trae Young under Darius Garland? Like, I don't get that. De'Aaron Fox. Bro, like, if you give Trae Young some of these guys' teams, Trae Young is a 4 seed. You know, I can't wait for next season because healthy Atlanta is going to be scary. I feel the same way about Ja, but I understand the knock a little bit more on Ja because he's so injury prone. But, man, bro, like, these guys are just talented. Zubac, love the shout. I think Zubac, I would take him over Bam this season, but I'm going, like, strictly off of this season. If you want to put Bam there because of his reputation, go ahead. Şengün. Franz Wagner, to me, has always been overrated. Don't love him. Derek White's a guy, though, that I feel the opposite. Maxey, bro. Maybe I just love these bucket getters, right? But actually, I'm cool with them being in the same tier, honestly. OG, I think, is overrated. Amen, I'm leaning slightly overrated. Now, this is where we get ugly, right? Like, I love Aaron Gordon. Oh, I love Aaron Gordon. And I guess it depends how much you think injuries matter. But there's just no world. There's just no world where this guy, where Damian Lillard's under him. There's just no world. I'm sorry. And Kyrie, again, another guy. And Zion, right? I mean, maybe Zion's fine. Yeah, Zion's fine. But these two, especially Kyrie, man, you can't do this. There's just no argument. There's no argument. Is injury concerns that big of a deal? I guess we'll have to see. Scotty Barnes is a guy that I'm cool being around this range. Desmond Bain, I'm cool being around this range. Jalen Johnson, this feels high, bro. And I like Jalen Johnson. I think Jalen Johnson's going to be a monster one day. And honestly, I feel like Jalen Johnson's been in the league forever, and he's only 23. So, shout out Jalen Johnson, a 0-time champion, 0-time MVP, 0-time All-NBA. But Jalen Johnson just isn't better than LaMelo. Sure, he's a better role player than LaMelo. He's a better third option than LaMelo. But you just, like, that. If we're talking about guys who impact the game, LaMelo, Tyler Hero, I'm not talking about you. You just can't put Jalen Johnson over those guys. Even Randall, bro. I mean, you're telling me that the Timberwolves would be better off if they dropped Jalen Johnson there than Randall? Come on, man. Randall dragged them. Randall is very good. Let me talk mine a little bit. Austin Reeves shouldn't be over Rudy, right? I get that you may not love Rudy's game. You may think he's overrated. You may think he doesn't deserve that many Defensive Player of the Years. Go ahead. Rudy Gobert had one of the better playoff runs we've seen from him in a while. And for him to be in this range all season is just a joke, bro. It just shows who watches basketball, okay? Because if you want to go off, he averages 10 points, 10 rebounds, whatever, go ahead, do that. Austin Reeves got hot at the right time. Go ahead, do all that, you know? But Rudy Gobert, to me, impacted. He was versatile. I was a big fan of Rudy this season, so I think putting him here just feels disrespectful, bro. Trey Murphy. Like, Trey Murphy, you're telling me Jalen Johnson's better than Trey Murphy? I don't think so. Austin Reeves over Trey Murphy doesn't even feel right either. If we're being honest. We go into, like, Norman Powell range, Dyson Daniels range. Mikal, this feels a little bit low for Mikal. Danny had a great year. Suggs. Like, if injuries matter, why is Suggs not have the little injury thing here? You know? Caruso, man. He's balled out in this playoffs, man. I love this raise from him. No Thunder bias here, though. We keep it honest. Freddie V. Man, I feel like he kind of got underrated this year, but I think this is, like, the right range for him. I think they actually did a good job. I remember being pissed about some of these Jaden McDaniels ratings. Like, there's just no way that he's better than DeRozan or Zach LaVine. I'm sorry. I understand defense, cool. That's it, really. I mean, DeRozan and LaVine are going to give you 20. Jaden McDaniels is a great defender. He's a very, very, very good defender, but I am just not taking him over DeRozan or LaVine. I'm so. How does LaVine have the injury concerns, but Jalen Suggs doesn't? You know, how is Jalen Suggs this many spots over DeRozan and LaVine, bro? Like, these guys, I get it. They're not going to win you. They're going to win you basketball games now, but they're not, like, going to drag you to a 1 seed, you know? But Jaden McDaniels is a role player at best. So, stop it. That's what I got to say. Like, as far as impacting right now, no way. Drew Holiday, this feels low for him. Porzingis, this feels low. Nembhard is a guy, bro, that I feel very confidently is going to get paid somewhere and go and change a franchise. Like, I feel very similarly to, like, his career is going to follow what Brunson's did. That's my hot take for this video. My one and only hot take. Everything else has been straight factual. Cam Johnson at 75. I think Cam Johnson could have been higher. Maybe not, actually. Let me chill. Miles Turner's an impact guy. Every team wants a Miles Turner. So if you want to take a Jaden McDaniels and put him in the, where's he at, like 40s? 66? I don't see why Miles Turner wouldn't be there. Naz Reid. I feel that Naz Reid I think could be lower too. Lou Dort should be higher than Naz Reid. My opinion, but Lou Dort has like that every game. Naz Reid, he got it some games he don't. When Naz Reid is hot, he's the best player in the world. When he's not, he's something else. Josh Hart, yeah, I understand why his stock tanked for sure. RJ should be just cooling all the time, honestly. Giddey, I like Josh Giddey as a basketball player. That's kind of crazy. He's only played 3 seasons because I feel like he's been in the league forever too. DeAndre Hunter, I think could be higher. He is like a real life 6 man of the year. I would put him closer to Cam Johnson than I would where he is currently. This is what we got to talk about, man. How in the world is Christian Braun? I don't know if you guys forgot, right? But this is what I want you to do. There's narratives right now where it's like, if the NBA didn't hate Jokic, he would have won 4 MVPs in a row. No. Joel Embiid was that good. Joel Embiid was a 35, bro. And I get he had a down year this year. He had a very down year this year. But Joel Embiid was, like, arguably the best player in the world when he was healthy. So let's shut the fuck up about this. If Jason Tatum could be number 10, if Wembanyama could be number 11 with injuries, Joel Embiid should not be 84. There is this hate that goes on to Joel Embiid because of his flopping, you could say. But that man is just so dominant. Like, all of these are just hate to me, right? Why don't we put some shot blocking? Really, this guy averaged fucking 30, bro. Why don't we put something real here? Why do we got to joke and shit on him and say he's worse than fucking Christian Braun? Are we really putting Christian Braun in conversations with Joel Embiid? Are we really putting Christian Braun in conversations with Joel Embiid? Because he's got feel for the game, bro. That's the most racist. That's what your pop says when he's sitting on the couch. I just love his feel for the game. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Joel Embiid could give you fucking 30. And we got Christian Braun over him, bro. That athleticism. Sneaky athleticism. He's the first one in the gym. Joel Embiid had won a fucking MVP. Fuck are we talking about, bro? Put Joel Embiid up here. Up here. These guys are not in conversations with Embiid. These guys are not in conversation. I'm not putting in no universe where these guys ever better than Embiid, so we could fucking stop that shit. Joel Embiid needs to be up here at least, bro. I'm talking healthy, so maybe if you guys take injuries more importantly, but Joel Embiid is better than Tyrese Halliburton, so I don't want to hear fucking bullshit about that. If you watch basketball that in 2022, 21, whatever it was, you know what that is, bro. CJ McCollum, cool, whatever. Vassell is a dude I like. Anthony Simons, I feel like, should be in the Austin Reeves range, if I'm being honest, because Anthony Simons does the same shit, just plays in a small-ass organization. Tari Eason. Paul George, I'm cool with Paul George's disrespect because he was bad this year. Embiid was just hurt, you know. Aaron Nesmith, I love the shout. Vucevic, he was kind of iffy. I like the Mitchell Robinson shout too. Tumani, love it. Jalen Green, this is low, bro. I get he had a bad playoffs, bro. I get it. But why we got to, like, if you're a major media outlet, you should not be ranking players the same way NBA Twitter would be ranking players. If you're an expert on the game, you should not be ranking players the way NBA Twitter would be ranking players. 21 points per game. I get it, right? I get you might not like him. I get he may have pissed you off. But Dylan Brooks is not a better basketball player than Jalen Green if you watch the fucking Rockets play basketball. You feel me? Like, maybe Dylan Brooks is more consistent. He's not better than him, bro. Jordan Poole, Bradley Beal. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Drop in the comments down below what the worst ranking was on this list. Let me know if I skipped over anything. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Code RTP on Boom Fantasy will get you a risk-free bet up to $100. So make sure to sign up for that and bet on that for the playoffs. I got you a free bet, man. You could do a 2-leg parlay, get out $5,000 from it. So check out Boom Fantasy. Thank you guys. Run the play. We out. Boom.